This is the second part of our two-part series on how to get started selling your handmade products online. Now, if you missed the first part of this two-part series, then I'll have a link up here as well in the description below, so then you can pick up where we left off or see what you missed in the first video. Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Karen Viloria-Miguel and I'm owner and founder of Canada Bliss Hats and Accessories. Once your products are made, you're going to need to take a picture of them. You can use any camera, honestly. I used my iPhone to take pictures. Fortunately, my husband had a DSLR, so we also could take pictures there. But to this day, I still go to white background shots with my iPhone. I also used a light box for my background, and I chose to do that because I thought I needed lighting, and when I was working full-time, the only time that I could shoot was in the middle of the night. So I needed a light box to get a good natural light. But now, whenever I shoot my photos, I can actually go outside and I use a white IKEA table and I put the product on the table and I just take a picture of it that way. So just make sure you shoot it in the highest resolution you can, that your screen is nice and clean, and that you have the products to shoot, because if you have the ability to shoot during the day, there's no reason why you can't just use any kind of white background to shoot your product photos. I also got a mannequin for my prop because I couldn't afford to hire a model and I didn't know anybody who would be willing to stay up in the middle of the night and shoot photos for me. So I started using a mannequin for my very first products. But you could either shoot your items on white backgrounds, or if you look at Etsy, you can get creative and look how other people shoot the same or similar products. You're going to need access to a computer, whether it be yours or somebody else's. Once your products are all photographed, you're going to want to be able to get it onto like a USB drive or some sort of memory device that your computer can read from. If you shut it on your phone, you could also just airdrop it into your computer, or use a cloud to store it and then bring it into your computer somehow. But somehow you need to get it into your computer. You may also choose to have photo editing software. Now there's some great photo editing software on phones, or you could photo edit your photos on a computer. I use Lightroom, but you don't have to use a fancy photo editing software. You can basically do a lot of what you need to do on a phone. Just make sure your images are nice and bright, that they're clear, and that the colors is representative of what your product really looks like. You can adjust these things through photo apps on your phone. Then once you have an account on Etsy or Shopify, then you simply crop your photos, meaning you put it in the dimensions of how that you want them to look on your website, and then you upload them to your website. Once you get your images onto Etsy or onto Shopify, you're going to need to write product titles and descriptions. So don't make your website public yet, but on a separate document like Word or even like in a notebook, then look at the products that you have to offer and write your title first, and then write the description so that you're prepared to write the whole thing out when you are online. And in your description, be sure to include important points like the size, the color, the measurement, the dimensions, what the length might be, what it's made of. If you want your product to be found, you're going to need to use certain keywords that are very important that all other products and people searching for this item will be looking for, and you want to be sure to use these in your description. So read up on search engine optimization and use of keywords in your product description, and be sure that you rearrange words and sentences so that the most important keywords are weighted at the top of your description. That's one little tip. But honestly, just start with getting the photos, the descriptions, and the titles into Etsy or your Shopify site, and start from there. At least you have a website that you can point to. Don't worry about doing the About page yet. Don't worry about putting fancy this and that's. Just make sure that you have the bare bones of at least your logo on there, and then the rest you can improve over time. Don't let analysis paralysis take over the start of your business. What you want to do is do something that looks nice, clean, and classy out there so that you have somewhere to point people when they ask you about your product. The next thing you'd want to do is write a nice about page about yourself. So read other people's about pages, describe your story, how you got started in your craft. Just be honest and sincere and tell people about yourself. Also, don't forget to put in your return policies if you're willing to accept returns. Other things that you'd want to do is also make sure that whenever you upload a new product and description, that you promote it. Now in Etsy, it's so simple. You can easily promote to your Twitter, your Facebook page, to all different social media outlets right from the posting, so that there'll be a link on all your social media. But don't forget to also jump onto other things, like if you have an Instagram account, and put the photo of your new product there. Also, if you have a mailing list, because you already maybe do craft shows, or you already have some sort of mailing list that you can send out to people, send out an email to let people know that you have some new products out. So that's the next part of what you could do to drive sales to your business. But driving sales and traffic and promoting is like a whole nother story that probably deserves a post of its own, so I don't want to overwhelm you. But if you're interested in it, tell me what kind of things that you're interested in terms of promoting, what you know how to do, and what you would like to know more about. And I would love to do a new post and tell you more about everything I know and help you guys out too. So that's my bite-sized tidbit on how to get started on Etsy or Shopify selling. And if you'd like to know more, please comment below what in this video you found more interesting, or what you would like to know more about, and I would love to hear your comments. Don't forget to hit subscribe and the notification button, and I'll be sure to be back again every week. Thank you for watching, and I just love you guys. Talk to you soon.